Hi, John Hoffman with Tampa Home Group at Keller Williams New Tampa. So we're about to hit the spring market where quite a few people are going to be putting their homes on the market up for sale. To help educate everybody, to give you the information that you're going to need so when you start interviewing realtors, you know what questions to ask. Now, the first point we want to talk about is how many years has that agent actually been active in real estate? Because experience really matters. If you're an agent that is only 3 or 4 or 5 years in the market, your only experience is going to be that of the COVID market. And then now we're in a COVID hangover where the inventory is building up. There's quite a few more pitfalls that are going to be in front of you. So you really want to make sure that you can interview and hire an agent that's been through multiple swing markets in the past. At least that way you're going to know that you're getting a lot of expertise. Now, the next point I want to talk about is list to sales price ratio. And what is that? So as a realtor, if you list a house for $500,000 and you sell it for $495,000, your list to sales price ratio is 99%. If your list to sales price ratio is say 98%, well, then you're listing a house for $500,000 and you're selling it for $490,000. So the list to sales price ratio over the last 3 years for a listing agent is something you're going to want to know. What's so important about that is, like at Tampa Home Group, our list to sales price ratio is over 99% compared to an agent at 98%. You're looking at a difference of approximately $10,000 in the check that you're going to be accepting at closing. The next point we want to talk about is what percentage of a listing agent's listings actually sell. You know, I remember a couple of years ago, we were competing against an agent that sells a lot of property on his team. And so when we did a little bit of a deep dive, they only ended up selling 59% of the listings that they took. Now, as a homeowner, and you're going to hire a realtor, it might not just be about volume, but what is the likelihood of your home selling? So at 59% compared to say ours at 99%, there's a much better chance at Tampa Home Group we're going to get the home sold for you. And I think it's very helpful that you have this information before you hire a realtor. The next step is, what marketing are they actually going to do? You know, at Tampa Home Group, we spend more on marketing in 1 week than most realtors do in a year. So when you interview realtors, make sure you see their marketing and you get a full understanding of exactly what they're going to be doing, because marketing is not cheap. But with today's building inventory, which is 200 to 300% higher than the COVID market, you're really going to have a way for your property to stand out to get in front of the buyers. Now, the next step is accurately pricing the home. The biggest challenge for real estate agents is to actually being able to determine a list price that will cause a house to sell. And it's been such a challenge that, in my opinion, I was asked by a realtor about 3 weeks ago, how long would it take for them to get really good at pricing real estate? In my opinion, it's going to take 500 sales. After you've sold 500 homes, you've got a really good idea on what pricing is and how it works. But more importantly, to a seller, the agent needs to explain to a seller based on lot, location, floor plan, conditioning, what we're going to do to the house before it goes in the market. All of these are going to be part of what list price that you want to enter the market at. And full-time professional realtors can really give you that guidance. But not only that, very good realtors will tell you if your pricing expectations are too high. We much rather tell somebody they're not going to be able to attain the price that they want to be able to sell their home. We think that a seller needs to know what the value actually is and if that allows the seller to meet their goals. I hope this information is helpful, and if we can answer any questions that you might have about your home, the value of your home, and we'd love to apply for the job of being one of the realtors that you interview, please reach out to myself or Maria at 813-907-2555, and we look forward to helping you.